What's wrong with her? I wonder if the school knows about this.
It was a drive-by shooting.
In this neighborhood? Was anybody hurt?
One girl shot in the face. Over there with the group that they were targeting.
Hey guys, Inspectors Eckstead and Ramirez, SFPD.
That son of a bitch did to him.
Do you guys know who might have done this,
No, we
or...?
didn't see anything. Happened so fast.
We just heard the gunshots, and then Tara started screaming.
Tara?
Yeah, Tara Scott.
Yeah, she's my girlfriend.
It's gonna be okay, Madison.
Inspector, there's a girl over there. Her name is Audrey Bloomfield. She has a video camera. She said that she got everything.
I get it.
This doesn't happen here. Why is this happening?
Listen, I know that this has been a really horrible ordeal for you, but we're gonna need your help, so we need you to stay put till we can get your
No,
statements.
I have to go to the hospital. I want to be with her. Please.
Who are you? What's your name?
Russell Olansky.
Officer, can you get their statements, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Then you can go to the hospital.
That's Madison Grant in the short skirt, and that's her boyfriend, Wes Powell.
Okay, Audrey, the blonde girl here. This is Tara, right? The one who's been shot?
Yeah, that's Tara with Russell.
Okay, Audrey, just go back. All right, wait, hold that. Mag, come here. Look at this.
Does anything about the shooter or the car look familiar to you?
No,
Why were you filming here?
it was just for my documentary that I'm doing over my high school years.
Did you know the victim?
Everybody knows Tara. I mean, she's just like this school star. I mean, everybody knows who she is.
What school is that?
Winston High.
Did Tara and her friends know that you were filming them?
No. They probably think I was a freak or something, because, I mean, they were the popular crowd, and I'm not. I don't hang out with them, so I just video.
They found the car. It was 2 blocks down, 1 block over, parked on the side of the road, unattended. It was registered to Winston High School.
All right, we're gonna need you to stay here so we can get your full statements, okay?
Okay.
It's gonna be fine.
Will you please get these people back? Please, step back, sir. Jen. Blue sweater, white shirt. Hey, you. Come here.
Nope. Nope, you're not going anywhere.
Come on.
Don't move. Ski mask.
Let's go.
It's taking so long.
Hey, hi. Bullet entered Tara's left cheek, shattered the bone, exited the jaw.
Life-threatening?
No, but she's facing years of very painful reconstructive surgery. Tara's parents get you?
Yeah, they're in with her now. They don't know much. They didn't even know who Tara was dating at the moment.
Hi. Hi. Any of you know Nick Manzarek?
That little freak? He did this?
How old do you know him?
We just seen him around, you know. We're seniors. He's not in our class.
Well, do you have any idea why he might want to harm one or all of you?
No, we never did squat to him.
Can we see Tara? Is she going?
You should all go home and be with your parents. You can come back tomorrow and visit her.
We're staying.
Well, according to the mayor, nice kids in nice neighborhoods do not get shot in drive-bys in his city and in broad daylight. Now, without his police department doing some damn thing about it, and soon. Tell me about the car.
Stolen from a locked lot at the school yesterday, sometime before the shooting.
It's used by the school maintenance staff. Supposedly, they're the only one with access to keys, the car, and the lot.
What about this kid, Nick? What's he say?
Oh, he's lawyered up. That door's closed for now.
Are you sure he's the shooter, besides the clothes and the mask?
Gunshot residue on his gloves.
What about the gun?
Bullets recovered from the scene were fired from a .38, and no such gun is registered to his family.
Crime Lab is still working on the car, but you know, with so many people in and out of it on a daily basis.
Don't worry about it. I'm not optimistic.
I'm conducting business here, okay?
Well, you left these at my place. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Give him here. A bit.
Thought you might need those.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. And don't forget about tonight. Sam is really looking forward to the carnival.
Yeah, I am too.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
See ya. Johnny, I said see ya. That's usually when you leave.
Not without a kiss.
Johnny, right here.
Right here. Come on, come on.
Okay.
Oh, come on now.
Who are Inspectors Exted and Ramirez?
I'm Inspector Exted. This is my partner, Inspector Ramirez.
Well, your names are on this search warrant. Those officers came to my house this morning and tore apart my son Nick's room. They took everything, his homework, his science project, his computer.
Mrs. Manzarek, we understand that you're upset.
This doesn't make any sense. Nicky's a B+ student. He's never been in any serious trouble.
Okay, can you step over here with us, please? There's some things we need to show you.
See, we printed these out from Nick's computer, downloaded off the internet.
Sarin gas. Weaponized anthrax. The bubonic plague.
He must have been researching those things for school. Some kind of report.
How to saw off a shotgun. How to make napalm. Same report?
He's a teenage boy.
He's a teenage boy who brought a hunting knife to school last year.
It was just in his locker. He told my husband he was constantly being picked on.
Well, is your husband available for us to...
He's out of town on business, I've called him.
You know, Mrs. Manzarek, it would help us out a lot if we could get a list of Nick's friends.
I don't know their names. Actually, we haven't talked much lately. Nicky's a good boy. It's impossible that he did this. Impossible that he shot someone.
Well, it happened. So, please help us. Help your son.
So, is that it? That's all of them, right? Every single key?
How the hell could I know that? I mean, it's everyone that I know of, and every one of them in its right place, and none's missing.
Don't get smart.
All right, do you or any of your employees ever take the school's vehicles home?
It's against the rules. Okay, once in a blue moon, but none of my guys is stupid enough to leave the keys laying around. And not last night.
Well, then what's your explanation? Because the car just didn't fly over the fence.
Hey, I wouldn't put anything past these kids.
How long have you worked here?
23 years.
Okay, well listen, Mr. Orvis. My partner and I are gonna go back to the station. We're gonna run your record. How's that? Gonna be anything on it that we might find interesting?
Possession with intent. Weed. 35 years ago.
Is that it?
Hey, it was the 70s, man.
It's not an appropriate response.
Well, what would be an appropriate response, Francis? Just sweep this under the rug, too?
Why make this a school problem?
Because it's already a school problem.
Principal Ogden?
Yeah.
Exted and Ramirez, we spoke on the phone.
Yes, inspectors. This is Sandra Prentice.
I teach art here.
Listen, can we finish that later?
Of course.
Okay.
Nice meeting you.
Do you mind walking?
No, lead the way.
So I spoke with Tara's parents, and her condition is stable, and maybe she'll be able to still graduate with the rest of her class. Oh, beautiful girl.
What about Nick Manzara?
I pulled his file. You're welcome to it. Other than the knife incident, nothing's there. You know, good grades, chess club.
What was done about the knife incident?
I spoke to the parents, a counselor spoke to Nick, and he was placed on probation.
That's it?
It was an appropriate response at the time.
We couldn't help but overhear. You feel that the shooting that happened yesterday is not a school problem?
The car theft, definitely. But come on, guys. Our students are not students 24 hours a day. You know, they have separate lives, the details of which some of their parents couldn't even imagine.
No, well, we can.
Listen, we live in a post-Columbine age. Under the district's new zero-tolerance rules, Nick Manzurek would have been expelled immediately for last year's offense.
So what do you think? Are you winning or losing the war on school violence?
The vast majority of our students receive a quality education in a reasonably safe environment.
Yet a student from Winston stole a car from Winston and shot into a crowd of other students from Winston, nearly killing one of them. But you don't think it's a school problem.
Hey, stay back! Stay back! Did anyone see anyone in there? Keep them back.
Keep them back. I'll pop this back.
Anyone see anyone in the truck?
No, there was no one in the pickup. We have a truck explosion, bullying call. What happened?
We just heard it blow.
Keep them back. Stay back. Christy, stop. Come on, get back. Everybody, move back. Stay away from there. Get out of there. Get out of the way.
Tim, wait a minute. Tim, please.
My truck!
Hey, move back. Come on.
You bastard! Hey,
Hey, get him. Bravo. No. Hey, come on.
cut it out! I know! Stop this! Now! Calm down. Got it? Loser.
Stop.
You're a bat.
Don't you move.
You're dead.
Stay right here.
Back off, Tim. You're dead.
So, would you call this a school problem?
In the past 2 days, my son has been shot at and then attacked on school grounds. I want to know what the hell you're doing about it.
We are doing everything we can to ensure the safety of your children and our staff.
Just talk. Exploding cars in the parking lot? Are our kids safe here or not? We want guarantees.
I don't know what guarantees I can give you. We have taken steps. The people who were involved in the fight have either been expelled or suspended.
Look, can I just get a straight answer from you? Was the drive-by shooting related to the car that blew up in the parking lot or not?
SFPD have been here all day looking into
The campus has been thoroughly searched. Now, as you probably already know, the boy we believe is responsible for the shooting is in custody. We have not yet determined if there is any link to this latest incident, but we are investigating that.
Until we have more answers, we've assigned uniformed police officers to patrol Winston on a daily basis.
What's that supposed to do? 2 guys? Come on, you don't expect us to believe that's gonna make a difference.
Mr. Powell, the teachers have just received special instructions on instituting a new lockdown policy here at the school. Plus, we're going to be discussing what happened in the classrooms to give our students a forum for expressing any anxieties they might have. Now, Principal Ogden is doing the best she can do.
Folks, please, go home, all right? We are just as anxious as you are, if not more so.
Wes, Hey,
Inspector Ramirez.
you mind if I ask you a few questions?
No, do I have a choice?
Don't you want to help sort this thing out?
Yeah, but not if you're gonna try and blame me for something. My parents are here. They're both doctors. We keep an attorney on retainer. Maybe I should call him.
Wow. Pretty defensive for someone who hasn't even been asked a question yet.
Okay, ask.
Okay. You were attacked by Tim Estes. Obviously, he thinks you had something to do with blowing up his truck.
Okay, well, he's a moron.
So you had nothing to do with it?
No, of course not. I mean, I'm graduating here in a couple months and going to college. You think I'd risk everything on a stupid truck?
Okay. Do you know who did?
Yeah, you know those guys. It's Christy and Tim Estes. Ethan, Nick.
Nick's in custody. Who's Ethan?
Ethan McAdams. Yeah, they're all hang out together, you know? School freak show. Well, you ought to start with them first.
So you're saying that Tim set his own truck on fire. Why would he do that?
How should I know? Hey, do you mind if I go to the bathroom now?
Be my guest.
Wait.
Coming through. Wow. That guy nearly fainted when you shot a perfect score.
Oh, please. Ducks are easy.
Raina, do you have any cool CDs?
You know what? I don't know how cool they are, but you can check them. They're in my room. Right.
Oh, man. This has been the perfect day. I mean, hanging out with you and Sam.
Yeah, Sam's a great kid.
I'm glad you feel that way. What about me? That was right on time.
Willa, come on in.
I know I'm a little early. Hey.
Yeah, hey.
Hi, how are you? How was it?
Oh, it was great. It was great. He had a really good time.
Where is he?
Oh, he's looking for cool CDs. I'll be right back. I'll get them for you.
I'm gonna get a bag for that stuff. Do you want anything?
No, I'm fine. Thanks. Yeah, I hope Sam wasn't too much trouble.
Oh, no problem. I told Johnny Sam's a great kid. He really is.
I guess it's important that, Johnny knows that you feel that way.
Excuse me?
I mean, if he's serious, he really loves Sam, and I guess it's his right to know that you could love him too.
I'm not Sam's mother. I'll never be Sam's mother. Look, Willa,
Mommy!
Oh, did you have fun?
The best. Can we go back tomorrow?
Well, we'll see.
Could I borrow this?
you can have it.
Wow, thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, hey, don't forget the fishies.
Don't forget that.
Oh, wow, you've got a goldfish too.
You gotta name that fish. All right, give me a. Come here.
Bye. I'll see you. Bye, Raina.
Good night.
Now, when I first brought Enzo over to the house and showed him the backyard.
Enzo?
Yeah, the wedding planner. He's very creative. Probably goes to your gym. I don't know.
Thanks, Dad.
But anyway, I thought he was going to puke. He kept saying, it won't do. It won't do. And you know what? I agree with him. So that's when we brought in the landscape architect.
No, Dad.
He's also very creative. See, what we did is we reconfigured the whole yard. Here, let me show you. Remember where the barbecue pit was? That's where the bandstand's going.
Bandstand? No, Dad, come on, please. We'll play a CD or something.
Oh, no, nothing to it. I already booked the group. Cost me an arm and a leg, but I don't care. My little girl's getting married.
Your little girl has been around the block before.
Yeah, but you know what? I wasn't invited, so it doesn't count.
Let him be, Jane. He's loving this. And the best part is he gets to complain about the money he's spending for the rest of our lives.
Yes.
I heard that. I'm not deaf yet. Oh, listen, the lady from catering suggested an ice swan. But I was thinking, what about a live swan or two? Maybe not. So, see this area here? It's gonna be raised up for a dance floor.
What, no gazebo? No reflecting pool?
Stop.
Hey, how about
Don't encourage him.
Oh, and Enzo. Enzo recommended the caterer. Oh, they're brilliant. What a spread. We have shrimp, crab meat cocktail, duck à l'orange.
Dad. It's gonna be wonderful. Thank you.
I got one favor. Mom's wedding dress.
Oh, Dad, honestly, I really want to keep this casual like we talked about.
It's not a fancy dress. It's vintage. Very in right now. I mean, just, think about it.
Guys, I was gonna bring this up at an appropriate time, but there never seems to be one. So, you know when the mayor was allowing gay couples to get their licenses to... Well, Andrew and I got one.
That's so great. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we
great.
thought we'd have the ceremony next week. And maybe you can come to City Hall and be our witness.
Of course. Oh, of course I will. Oh, no. Dad's backyard. This is great. Yeah, we'll have a double ceremony. Yeah, Dad?
The incendiary device used to detonate Tim's truck was an oil-soaked rag stuffed in the gas tank and lit.
Yeah, unfortunately, no one saw anyone near the truck.
So, the question lingers, was the car payback for the drive-by? Okay. Anything more from ballistics?
Yeah, they studied the video and the point of impact of the 6 spent rounds. The trajectory report indicates that the shooter aimed way over the kids' heads.
So the bullet that hit Tara was a ricochet.
So he was what, trying to scare him? What's that?
Ethan McAdams.
What about you two?
Back to the school.
Hey.
Hey, no, I don't want to talk about it
You
anymore.
never even told me what Casey said.
Nothing. He just sat there while my dad and I duked it out.
Jen, what did you expect your dad to say? Come on, let's have a gay marriage ceremony in my backyard. Come on, you know how he feels about that.
Yeah, I know how he feels about that, but this is his son we're talking about. And like I told him, if Casey can't get married in his backyard, then I don't think we should either.
So, Ethan, both your parents are deceased.
In a car crash. Yeah.
How old were you?
6. I don't remember them much.
So you lived with your grandmother?
Yeah, she's in her 70s.
It must be hard.
Not really. She mostly leaves me alone.
So, you were at Riley's coffee house on the day of the drive-by.
Sometimes we hang out there after school to watch the dumb jocks and phony debutantes go by.
Like Tara Scott?
Sure. Why not?
You and Christy and Tim and Nick.
Nick's not one of us. He'd like to be.
Any idea why he did it?
Kid must be crazy.
Crazy enough to think that scaring Tara and her friends would impress you guys?
Oh, right. So this is all my fault. Because they treat us like we got some kind of disease.
You really hate him that much?
I feel sorry for them. And Nick.
Why Nick?
He wasn't their only target, but Russell and Wes used to pick on him. Nothing serious, you know, just jock stuff. Nick probably did hate them.
So, Ethan, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm already grown up.
I would love to help you.
Thank you, Miss Prentice.
Are you kidding me? It's my pleasure. It'd be an absolute honor.
Hi.
Hi. All right, I'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye. And how can I help you?
The first time we met, we overheard you talking with Principal Ogden.
Great administrator. Just a little too by the book for me.
We overheard you saying, shove this under the rug, too. What did you mean by that?
Sandra, there's a problem going on at this school. The sooner we know about it, the sooner we can stop it from getting any worse.
Why do you think Tim Estes assumed that Russell Olansky and Wes Powell burned his truck?
You're asking me to betray a confidence. One of my students, very gifted, under a tremendous amount of emotional strain, trusted me enough to reach out. Now, if I share this information with you,
You're gonna have to trust us enough to use the information discreetly, however we feel it's gonna do the most good.
the girl on her knees is Christy Estes, Tim Estes' younger sister. It was supposed to be a harmless initiation into some off-campus social club. Christy expected to be showered with ketchup and whipped cream and that sort of thing. But instead, they stripped her, forced her to her knees, doused her with garbage, urine, and feces. They had no intention of letting her into that club. She was there to be taught a lesson. You can imagine how humiliated Christy was, completely destroyed. The young woman she was before you wouldn't even recognize today. Let me show you something. Before and after. They told her if she ratted, that picture would be plastered all over the school.
This girl right here, is that Tara Scott? Tara? Tara? Oh my God.
We need help in here. I need a doctor.
Tara lost a lot of blood, but she'll make it.
Well, it's a good thing you guys showed up when you did. How did this get in the room?
The hospital staff doesn't know. They hadn't seen it until we showed it to them, and no one signed into the visitor's log.
Well, according to one of the nurses, Tara was okay. 15 minutes before we got there, she was sitting up in bed. She wasn't sleeping, she was in pain and depressed.
Yeah, and then this trash shows up. You know, legally this may be a failed suicide. Morally, it's attempted murder. I want this so-called artist.
Well, we've got Christy and her mom, Georgia Estes, coming in.
You think this all goes back to the hazing?
Oh, even before that. Christy and Russell Olansky took one of Sandra's art classes together last semester. Madison heard them talking and flirting, reported it to Tara. The next thing you know, Christy's asked if she wants to join their club. Evidently, it was a big deal for her.
Well, it's a long way from the country clubs that most of these kids' parents belong to downtown insurance company where Christy's mom works as a secretary.
So flirting leads to hazing, leads to drive-by shooting, leads to truck burning, leads to suicide attempt?
Pretty much.
We've been a step behind since this case started. No more. I want to nip it in the bud.
Captain, you wanted to see me?
Oh, you're all suited up.
I look all right?
You look great. Listen, I spoke with your CO. I want you to be part of the detail assigned to Winston High. I need someone on the inside, and I'd feel more comfortable if that person was you.
When do I start?
It's horrible what's happening at that school. You know, the reason I rented my house was to get into the district. Because Winston's a very highly rated school. You know, I didn't get the education I needed. My kids are going to do better.
Except now, Tim has been expelled.
He saw that truck on fire and he just lost control. That truck meant everything to him. He practically put it together from scratch.
Where's Tim now?
Took the bus to Stockton to see his father. But he'll be back at work tomorrow.
Christy, did you draw this?
No. I mean, that's so ugly. Mom, tell them. I don't draw like that.
I don't understand what that is.
Did you bring this to Tara at the hospital?
I never went there. I didn't draw this. Why would I?
Christy, we know about the initiation.
And we know that Tara was responsible for it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't.
What is that? What is that a picture of?
I don't want to talk about it.
Christy, what happened? You tell me what happened.
Mom.
You tell me what happened!
What do you want me to say? What, that I wanted in so bad that I let myself be humiliated? That I let these girls put urine and crap in my face? That I'm such a loser that
You are not a loser. You are beautiful
Mom,
and you are
please, please! You don't understand! You don't understand anything!
Christy, wait. Wait for me. I always said she could tell me anything.
Go ahead, Russell, tell him.
I'm sorry for what I did.
What exactly was that?
I roughed up that kid.
Which kid?
You bullied the Manzarek boy, Nick. You tore up his homework, tipped over his plate in the cafeteria. Go on, admit it.
You just did, Dad.
Why are we here, son?
To make things right with the police.
That's right. And not because I'm a cop, because it's the smart thing to do. I'm not gonna let you screw up your future. We get past this, we get your suspension reversed, you back in school, so you don't lose your spot on the team.
So, why pick on Nick? He's younger than you are, he's half your size.
He's a gutless wimp. Peter just fought back. I would've left him alone.
There. It's not nice, but it's honest. Tell him about the truck.
Did you burn up Tim SD's truck?
No way. I got a problem with someone, I take it straight to them.
He's no angel, my kid, all right? But he loved that girl. Part of that's on him, something he's gonna have to live with. As for the rest, his friend got attacked for no reason. He stood up for him. For that, they suspend him. Hell, they ought to give him a damn medal.
What about Christy Estes?
What about her?
Hey, answer the question.
Christy and I... Nothing went on. I took her home once, and Tara got jealous. That's all I know.
Hey. Where you been?
With your dad.
No.
No, I came by the studio. He asked me if I could go out for a beer with him.
He's upset.
Well, he looked like he wanted to cry.
What'd he say?
Well, in my day, homosexuals knew their place. No, Jim, look, he said a lot of stuff you don't want to hear, but he also said he loves you very much. And he loves Casey. And he's got this whole wedding planned, you know? You're breaking his heart with this. And I'll tell you, Casey's upset about it, too.
He called you?
Mm-hmm. He'd rather have the ceremony at City Hall. He told me he doesn't want to ruin your day. Jim.
Hey, Dad. No, I'm not mad at you. Look, yes, the wedding is still on at your house. Look, will you at least consider going to Casey's ceremony at City Hall? But just think about it, okay? All right. Yeah, I love you too. Okay, bye.
I think motherhood becomes you.
Meaning?
You're less of a hard ass.
Good morning, Miss Ogden.
Why aren't you kids in class?
Miss Prentice isn't here.
We'll go inside.
Well, we would, but the door's locked.
I expect you guys to get on with your work and keep it down until she gets here. Audrey, have Miss Prentice call me as soon as she arrives. What is it? Move. Get out of the way. People, let me through. Move. Get out of here now. Everybody out. Come on, baby. It's okay. Get up. Audrey, get up, honey.
Time of death?
Close as the Emmy can tell, between midnight and 2 a.m.
Nothing on the school surveillance cameras?
Most of the system was disabled. The new system was supposed to be installed today.
How did they get into a locked-up school at night? Okay, run down the timeline for me.
Well, janitorial went through her classroom just after 11. She was there, working.
Was that unusual?
Not particularly. I mean, Sandra Prentice had been divorced for 3 years. She had no children. Teaching was her life.
Murder weapon?
Sculpting hammer, found near the body, one of the schools.
Prince?
No such luck.
Okay. Motive.
Sandra Prentice worked there 8 years. Guess how many times she was voted most popular teacher? 8.
Well, everybody has enemies. Somebody she gave a bad grade to, somebody she disciplined.
Is there a connection between this murder and everything else that happened recently at Winston? Or is it pure coincidence?
Sandra's the one that told us about the hazing.
Which is where all of this probably started.
When are they going to reopen the school?
Tomorrow afternoon, after the memorial service.
So, Nick, you had something you wanted to tell us?
It's okay, Nikki.
No one was supposed to get hurt. That was the plan.
Are you saying other people were involved?
It was a game. They left me the keys to school. Told me where I could find the car, and the gun was in the trunk. I bought gloves and a ski mask, and I shot over their heads. It was just to scare them. For what they did to Christy.
Who left you the keys and told you where the car was?
I don't know for sure. It was an email.
You know. Who sent the email?
Nick, please.
It was like my initiation.
Initiation into what?
DOJ. Day of Judgment.
Nick, who sent you the email?
I'm not positive. It was from DOJ. Tim or Ethan, I guess. Probably Tim. Tim Estes. I send Ethan emails all the time, but he never responds.
Look at this.
You can't be over here.
Tim Estes?
What do you want?
We want to know where you were 2 nights ago, the night Sandra Prentice was murdered.
With my dad in Stockton. You can call him.
Your sister drew this, didn't she, Tim? What does this mean, DOJ? Huh?
The day we repay our classmates for their generosity. The day we leave our mark on the world.
Is this supposed to be Winston High?
But
When? When is this supposed to happen?
All the entrances have been sealed and are being watched. This building has been wired with explosives. This is not a drill. Welcome to the Day of Judgment.